Prabhuji Dandotnam Valglush Prabhupada Gita.
Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayan Namaskritya
Shaivarottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayam Virayat
Tato Jayam Mudirayat
Ashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavate Uttama Shloke
Tiri Bhavati Nayestike
Bhaktir Bhavatina Nishtike
Ishvara Parama Krishna
Ishvara Krishna
Satchidananda Vigraha
Satchidananda Vigraha
Nadiradir Govinda
Anadiradir Govinda
Sarvakarana Karanam
Sarvakarana Karanam
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Vishnavaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopakumaraya
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Kararavinde Napadarvindam
Raravinde Napadravindam
Ukaravinde Viniveshayantam
Mukaravinde Vinivishyantam
Vatasya Patra Sapute Shayanam
Vatashapatra Shapute Shayanam
Anandam Kundam Manasa Smarami
Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We'll complete 29th shloka, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, this is the translation, Prabhuji, please.
Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 4th canto, 30th chapter, verse number 29, by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Yeah.
When the Lord, out of His natural compassion, thinks of His devotee, by that process only are all desires of the neophyte devotee fulfilled. The Lord is situated in every living entity's heart, although the living entity may be very insignificant. The Lord knows everything about the living entity, including all his desires. Although we are very insignificant, why should the Lord not know our desires? So in this verse, Prabhupada talks about the understanding of the Supreme Lord, who resides in every living entity's heart, and who can know everything about their desires and attitudes. So with this, the that the Lord guides a pure devotee to reach him, or he also satisfies the desires of the non-devotees. But ultimately, Prabhupada says, if a pure devotee wants to engage in the service of the Lord without any ulterior motive, then the Lord will understand that and will give everything for his success.
Right. So, Prabhupada, it's the last line. Thus, if a devotee with all confidence goes on discharging the prescribed duties of devotional service, he will ultimately attain success. So, success may not come that easily, right? That fast, that quickly, but we should have patience. Rupa Goswami Prabhupada explains, Vustaha Dairyat Nischayat. Vustaha. We should be very, Vustaha means what called in English?
Eagerness.
Huh?
Eagerness.
Eagerness, eagerness, I don't think is the right word. Vustahat means, okay, I'll take that one. Vustahat. Nischayat.
Joyfulness, Prabhu, joyfulness, right?
No, Utsaha is no joyfulness. No. I think probably what Ravi Prabhu said will close there. Utsaha Dairyat. You should be correct. Nischayat. Nischayat means
Sure.
determined, probably. Yeah. Nischayat, right? Yeah, those they're very tough to sometimes find English words. But anyway, we get our Indians, we understand. Utsahat, Nischayat, Dairyat. Those three. Yeah, yeah. So that's why Prabhupada will explain. So, Archa Vigraha form. So, why we worship Archa Vigraha form? Archa Vigraha form means the Murti form of Krishna. Murti form in a temple, at a homes. So that is acceptable by Supreme Lord. That is the bona fide way of worshipping the Supreme Lord, Archa Vigraha form. So that's why whether initiated or uninitiated doesn't matter. I was explaining yesterday, right? Oh, I don't have initiation. No, everybody can have Murti form at home. Not Radha Krishna, because Radha Krishna is highest standards. Gauranitai, what we have in our home, you may all might have seen, we have two sets of Gauranitai. So Gauranitai, anybody can worship. And yesterday, Ravi Prabhu asking, can I worship? Calendar, we have a picture. Yes, you can do that. If the situation is not favorable for having Murti, then calendar. So because we are telling that Krishna is called Bhavagrehi Janardana. What does it mean? Bhavagrehi Janardana. He sees our bhava, our love for Krishna. That is the most essential ingredient for the Archa Vigraha form worship. Okay, that's how it is. It's recommended if you have Murti because you bathe them, you dress them, so that attachment. When we visited Vimal Prabhu's house, I was totally mesmerized, shocked how beautiful it's. He has Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Gaurithai. Then also we have, I think that Vishnu, Radha Krishna, he has since beginning, I remember, for several years back as well. So like that. So they get hungry, all this. So you form a sambandha. That means relationship develops slowly. Oh, Jagannath is hungry, let me cook it. Oh, I didn't offer to them. So the what happens is that center of the focus shifts from me to hey towards deities. That is how selfless service begins. Why we get married, why we have wife and kids, because not just me, I have to serve them. So the focus shifts from you to other people. That is called service mode. Same way, the Supreme Lord also, we serve them so that our existence becomes minimized, where the deities become the predominant in the house. So that becomes Krishna's house, Govardhan house. If you call some senior devotees, when you call on the phone, they don't say, oh, yeah, Hare Krishna, Govardhan's house, who is calling? Hare Krishna, this Radha Shyam Sundar's house, who is calling? So the house becomes the owner of the Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Krishna, Gaurnitai, Jagannath Subhadra. If you see any invitation comes from anyone, this is the residence of Gopal residence, you are coming. So look at the shift, how it becomes this my home, my house, to the selfless service to Gopal's residents, Gaunitai's residents. Because Lord the Supreme, He is the owner of everything in this world. We own nothing. We just falsely claiming everything is ours in this world. Bhoktarami Gatapasam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the one enjoyer. Krishna is the enjoyer of everything in this world. Okay? Okay. Let's go to the next block. Any questions before we go to the next one?
Prabhuji, I have a question
Yeah,
about
that's
about
right.
what I understood is that we should not have deities initially, as you say, right, of Radha Krishna, and we should have Gaur-Nitai first, right? Because the standards for Radha Krishna is very high.
Yes, correct.
Right. So instead of, can we also have, because in somewhere in the purports I've read some, I'm not remembering the verse, that we can also pray to Lakshmi Narayana.
Yeah,
Right.
okay, that's a very good point. Yeah, I didn't thought that is here, but since you're asking, see, Prabhupada, right? Even in the temples when we worship Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna highest standards. Okay, so Prabhupada says that even if Radha Krishna deities, we have to serve in the mode of serving Lakshmi Narayan. Okay, see, Lakshmi Narayan, Sitaram, Radha Krishna, and these are the same couple, same divine couples, right? It's one. So when you search the even elevated stage, when you have Radha Krishna deities, we have to serve in the mood of Lakshmi Narayan, because Radha Krishna. See, again, these things people forget while serving, etc., etc. Even I forget when I serve in the temple also at home. So, but there's a mood of Lakshmi Narayan. Prabhupada explains that. Mood of Lakshmi Narayan. We have to serve in that mood. So, that's what explained Prabhupada. Yes, correct. Okay, even
So-
advanced stage also when we get the deities of Radha Krishna. See, Radha Krishna deities comes the what you call that consciousness gets elevated as we serve Lakshmi Narayan slowly at stage of bhava and prema. When you develop the attachment, then at that time it is manifested that who you are in the spiritual world. At that time you're completely in the serving the Radha Krishna mode. That comes to highest level. Because in the beginning we might do some aparas, this one, that one, knowing, etc., etc. That's why Prabhupada is in the mode of serving Lakshmi Narayan. So serving Lakshmi Narayan is little bit like relaxed compared to serving Radha Krishna. I don't know why Prabhupada said that, but that's how it. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. So we can get deities of Lakshmi Narayana, and that is okay.
Oh, I don't know. I would just limit myself to Gaur-Nitai at this point, because we thought of getting Radhakrishna deities so many times to our home, because most of devotees have. But we serve in the Lakshmi Narayana mood. But because we serve also in the temple weekly 3-4 times. My wife goes to temple, then we don't have time, because we have to serve in the temple, again come home, again serve. It's a tiring. Also, we don't have that much time. So anyway, serving the temple. Assume our temple deities are our deities, right? So we're serving the temple or here. That's why we didn't get the Radhakrishna deities. Because we serve in the temple. So sometimes, because when you have Radhakrishna, you have to maintain standards also, the high standards. Then why all this this one, anywhere serving the temple, and we have gone there at home, be happy with them. Yeah. You want Lakshmi Narayan deities, you can get it, but why you want to complicate the situation? Prabhupada
I know.
clearly doing that. Yeah.
I'm not talking about, I'm just clarifying the doubts.
Yeah.
Not-
When you come to that level, we discuss. When you are ready to get Radha Krishna, Lakshmana, we'll talk about that one. But at this point, I would suggest start with calendar, then get the Gaur-Nitai. Why Gaur-Nitai? Because Gavarnita, if you're Gavarnita at home, you have Radha Krishna and Lakshmi Narayan. Why? Because if we understand, if we understand Shastra properly, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Prabhupada explains the internal reasons and external reasons for the Mahaprabhu advent in this world. Who is Mahaprabhu? He is the Radha Krishna Anyanahi. Radha Krishna Anyanahi. And if you understand the real Chaitanya Charitamrita, then we don't distinguish, Radha Krishna, Gavarnita, etc. So Gavarnita, Gaura is a combination of Radha and Krishna together. You all know that, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So in that case, you see, that's how a neophytes we distinguish. This is that. Once you elevated in the consciousness level, okay, Radha Krishna, so he is there in my home. Gavarnita is there, means I have Radha Krishna at home. And her Gavarnita, Nita is there, Balram is there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We don't distinguish also deities. This is Gavarnita, this is Radha Krishna, this is because it comes to the level, again, Prabhupada that's why explains that this deity worship is for the neophytes, right? Because we have in the neophyte stage, we have that distinguished mentality we have that. But as you elevate, that's fine. A lot of Maharajas, they carry Govardhan Shila. Some of them carry Gavarnita deities also with them. Some form of Archa Vigraha of the Supreme Lord will elevate our consciousness and give us that kind of what you call focus on the deities, not on ourselves. The whole point here is to form the sambandha with the deities, sambandha jnana. Who am I? Who is the Supreme Lord? How I should serve him? That service attitude develops. Then your focus will be taken from a me to Supreme Lord. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's go next 30th sloka. Let me see. Okay. Nikhil Prabhuji, you want to try shloka? I'm just asking. Nikhil Desai Prabhuji, you want to try shloka?
Sure.
Yeah, try it. Until we try, we don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Asaveva varoda smakami pisto.
Ashaveva asmakam
Jagat. Sorry. Let me repeat that again. Asaveva varoda smakami pisto.
one line at a time.
Asmakam.
Prasanno Bhagavana Yesa
Prasanno
Bhagavan Yesha
Asaveva Varoda
No,
Smakam.
just last line. Apavarga Guru.
Sorry. Can you repeat that?
You have to repeat. See, you have to say one line, then we'll repeat after you. Now it's the second line, we'll repeat after you.
Got it.
Last line. Now say last line, we'll repeat after you.
The last line. The Apavarga Guru Kete? Or
Apavarga Gurur Gatihi.
Got it.
No, it's just synonyms.
Okay. Asa that.
Asa that.
Eva certainly.
Eva certainly.
Varaha benediction.
Varaha benediction.
Asmakam our.
Asmakam our.
Ipistaha desired.
Ipshitaha desired.
Jagataha of the universe.
Jagataha of the universe.
Pate a Lord.
Pate, O Lord.
Prashanaha satisfied.
Prasannaha satisfied.
Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Bhagavan, Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Yesam, with whom.
Yesham, with whom.
Apavarga, of transcendental loving service.
Apavarga of transcendental loving service.
Guru, the teacher.
Guru, the teacher.
gate, the ultimate goal of life.
Gati,
Gati,
the ultimate
the
goal of
The
ultimate goal
ultimate
of
goal
life.
of life.
Now, what you should do is now say translation by Prabhupada, then read the translation. We'll repeat after you.
Okay. Translation by Prabhupada. Oh, you
Prabhupada,
gonna say, or sorry. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
O Lord of the universe,
Oh
O
Lord,
Lord of the universe,
you are the actual teacher of the science of devotional service.
you are the
you
actual
are the
teacher of the
actual
science
teacher
of
of the
devotional
science of
service.
devotional service.
Service.
We are satisfied that your Lordship is the ultimate goal of life.
we
We are
We are
satisfied that your
satisfied that
Lordship is
what
the
is
ultimate
the
goal of
ultimate
life.
goal of our life.
And we pray that you will be satisfied with us.
And we pray that you will be satisfied with us.
Satisfied with us.
That is our benediction.
That
That
is
is our
That is our
benediction.
benediction.
We do not desire anything other than your full satisfaction.
we do
We do
not
not desire
Not
anything
desire
other than
anything
your
other than
full
your full
satisfaction.
satisfaction.
Amen.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nikhil Prabhuji. Good job. Okay. So, purport. Lina Mataji, you want to take few lines?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Jai Srila Prabhupada. So in the purport, Prabhupada is saying here, explaining in this verse, the words Apravaraga, Guruga, and Gata are very significant according to Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 1.2.11. The Supreme Lord is the ultimate fact of the absolute truth. Brahmamiti,
Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti sabhyate.
the absolute truth is realized in three features: impersonal, Brahman, localized Paramatma, and ultimately the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhagavan, the word apraga, what's the word again, Prabhu?
Apavarga.
Apavarga means liberation, and Pavagar means material existence. In the material existence, one always works very hard, but is ultimately baffled. One then dies and has to accept another body to work very hard again. This is a cycle of the material existence. Apragarya means just the opposite. Instead of working hard like cats and dogs, one returns home back to Godhead.
Yeah, stop there,
Liberation.
Mataji. You can explain what you read.
Okay. So in this verse, Prabhupada is explaining that the Supreme Lord is the ultimate facts and the ultimate absolute truth, which is known as Brahmamita. And that whole line, I don't know how to pronounce all those sloka words. Yeah, so the absolute truth is realized in three features, which is the impersonal Brahman, the localized Paramatma, and the realize and the supreme truth is realized, the personality of Godhead. So Bhagavan is supposed to be means like which is the personality of Godhead, and through that you can get liberation. And if you're in the material existence, the material world, you work very hard, and you're baffled that you're working hard and you're existing in a material world. But when you die, you have to accept another body, come back again and work hard again all over. And so this cycle, it becomes a cycle, and the cycle is a material existence. And so instead of working hard like cats and dogs, you can return back to Godhead and you can gain liberation. Prabhu. Yeah, thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, so beautiful Prabhu explaining, right? So I think there are some new who joining Bhagavatam class here. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti sabhyate. The Supreme Lord, there's a difference between God and absolute truth. Can anybody explain what it is? The difference between God and absolute truth. So, God is the one who does, maintains, creates, and disrupts. Okay, that is a God. Krishna is above God, that's absolute truth. He's a Sammam Bonam, everything. That is Krishna. That's why we call absolute truth Krishna. So there is God and absolute truth. Same way Prabhupada explaining here. The absolute truth can be realized in three ways. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan. So Supreme Lord can be perceived in three different ways. Brahman, the Mayavadis. Brahman means what? Basically, Prabhupada gives, I'll give an example of sun. Sun rays, sun disk. So sun is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Sun disk is the Paramatma. Sun rays are the Brahman. So there are three people. Some people accept race as a Krishna. That is Brahman realization. The effulgence coming from Krishna, they think that's a God. And some people think localized Paramatma is a God. But devotees think that Krishna is neither the race nor this. Krishna is a person. Krishna is a person. It's called Bhagavan. So has six opulence. He's a person like you and me. I can have a relationship with him. That's a Bhagavan realization. So with the Vaishnavas, we are all have that concept that Krishna is a person. And when the person comes, then we are talking about deity worship, vigraha, form, having relationship with him, serving prasadam, praying for him, etc., comes into picture. Otherwise, if you think person is a light, what kind of relationship you develop with the light? And also localized Paramatma is a mini version of the Supreme Lord. That is also not complete. God is Bhagavan. Parasara Muni, father of Vyasadeva, explains six opulences completely. Brahma, the Aishwaryasya, Samagrasya, Veerasya, Yashasya, other two. All others forget to. So God, that is God. Krishna means what? He has a full knowledge, renunciation. And I don't get this list all the time correct, but correct me, anybody. These six opulences, Krishna has 100%. That's why it's called Bhagavan. That is Krishna, absolute truth, beyond the God. That's what we are taking, Prabhupada gave us. That's what we are praying to him. And he is the owner of Apavarga. Prabhupada explaining what is the meaning of Varga, Apavarga, what is Apavarga and Varga, Apavarga and Pavarga. Apavarga means liberation. Always works in this world very hard, but Prabhupada put right word, very hard, but ultimately baffled. Baffled means confused. We are all confused in this material world. What is good? What is bad? What I should do? What I should not do? Always debating. Every action we debate whether I should do it or not. Whether I am this one. Baffled, completely confused. One then dies and takes the other body. We keep on taking bodies because we're totally confused. We don't know what to do. Why this? Sometimes we come as a human form, or sometimes we come as a animal, cat, dog, elephant, whatever desires we develop, we take different transmigration of the soul. But once you take the apavarga means just opposite. Instead of working hard like cats and dogs, one returns back home when you take up the devotional service to absolute truth, Krishna. Very clear. There's no backfield here, no confusion here. If you're in the materialistic life, you're just living like animals, like cats and dogs. We work, have 8 to 5 o'clock, we come home, eat nicely, sleep. Just animalistic life. There's no difference between animals and us. But we recognize I am not just this animal, I am also a human being. I have a self-inquiry, why I'm suffering, what is my purpose of this birth, how I should not come back, what is ultimate liberation, how the liberation comes. That is the intelligent person inquires end of the day, not working like a cats and dogs. Okay? Yeah. Let's see. Ravi Prabhuji, did you read?
No, Prabhuji.
Go ahead.
Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
Jai.
Liberation begins with merging into the Brahman effulgence of the Supreme Lord. This conception is held by the Gyanis, Sampradaya, philosophical speculators, but realization of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is higher. When a devotee understands that the Lord is satisfied, liberation or merging into the effulgence of the Lord is not very difficult. One has to approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the impersonal Brahman effulgence, just as one has to approach the sun through the sunshine. It is not very difficult to merge into the impersonal effulgence of the Lord, Brahman, if one has satisfied the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning in this purport about the liberation. The liberation begins with merging into the Brahman effulgence of the Supreme Lord. So this concept is coming from Gyanis, right? Who has not gained wisdom in terms of how the bhakti needs to be done, right? And they are philosophical speculators, and they say that realization of Supreme Personality, you can, just by attaining Brahman effulgence, you can attain Supreme Lord. That's what Gyanis say, right? But when a devotee understands that the Lord is satisfied or liberation, so merging into effulgence of the Lord is not very difficult. So that's the first step, or they're not even the first step. That's that's not the ultimate goal, but that can be done very easily. But one has to approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead through impersonal Brahman effulgence, just as one has to approach the sun through the sunshine. So, and it is not very difficult to merge into the impersonal effulgence of the Lord Brahman if one has to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, so as per devotees, merging into the impersonal effulgence of the Lord is not that difficult. Right, but but if you want to attain God, then the only way is through devotional process.
Right. I think there's a little catch here. When the devotee, right, what you said is very nicely explained. Here, catch is that when the devotee attains Bhagavan realization, that is inclusive of his impersonal Brahman as well as Paramatma. That Bhagavan includes that. So Bhagavan is a full. When you see Krishna, his effulgence, his localized is already attained. But a person who just goes to Brahman, he is not getting localized from Bhagavan. But a person realizes Bhagavan, he already has other two, inclusive. Right? Sun, when you go to sun, then you have experience of his sun rays, sun disk, and you are meeting with Mr. Sun and shaking hands. Same way, when you shake hands with Krishna, means that you already know he is impersonal Brahman and also localized Paramatma. Whereas person who's just realizing impersonal Brahman, he doesn't know about other two. So Bhagavan is inclusive of all others. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, Prabhuji. It is clear. But the Prabhuji, one question that when someone is saying that when the impersonal Brahman means there is no akar, means there is no shape, right? So is that not an aparat? But still, it is still accepted as an as a realist of the three features.
It what Prabhupada explains in the Shastras. That is not the what you call right way to approach the Lord, impersonal Brahman. But it happens. There are a lot of Mayavadis. They only think Krishna is Nirakar, even when that is not the ultimate goal. What happens is that when it is evolution of the soul, right? For us, for example, some of us could have been a Mayavadis in the previous lifetimes. We went there. Then we ended up in Brahmajyoti. We got bored. We fell down. Now we came to, oh, Krishna is not that one. Some of them are localized Paramatma. They might be Jnanis, Karmis, etc. So we all now came. Okay, those are not working for me. Now have to. So it's evolutionary process. That's why Krishna says in the 6th chapter, Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prapajyate Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. After taking many, even as a Mayavadi, even as a localized Paramatma, taking many lifetimes, we get bored. Nothing happening now. I'm not stopping this cycle. Even if you become Mayavadi, you go there and you see we enter into the Brahman of Bhagavan, and then you have no relationship, and after some time you get bored, you again fall down. So like that, many attempts. Now, if in the circus or anywhere you want to reach the highest pinnacle, try again. I used to have a lesson in English when I was a child. A spider going on the wall to put a spider web. It goes there, it falls down. Just try again, and finally it reaches the wall and puts the web. Same way to enter the web of Supreme Lord. We have to try again. And some of them directly devotional service could be. So it's if you take the history of each individual soul, some of them could be Brahmavadi, Shunyavadis, Mayavadi. That's why Prabhupada says, Nirvishesha, Shunyavadi, Paschata Deshatarine. We have, when you come to this Vaishnavi, we are defeating Shunyavadi, Shunyavadi, etc. And we are attaining the highest goal, Bhagavan realization in this Vaishnava Sampradaya. Right? So some of could be that one, this one. This evolutionary process takes place. But in this lifetime, now we have direct devotional service to Krishna. You don't have to worry about what my background, etc. Now I am here. Process is there. Let me attain my liberation. This is perfect liberation. Knowing the Supreme Lord is a person, and this is a perfect liberation. We never again come back to this material world. Okay? I'm confused enough, right, Ravi Prabhuji?
No, Prabhuji. Very clear, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Very clear, I mean, Prabhuji confusing so that I won't ask any more questions. I'm not like that.
No, Prabhuji, no, it's very clear. Thank you.
Yeah. I think, what we'll stop. Sometimes it takes one sloka, but yeah. I ended up talking more, which I don't like it. Let's go to the round table. Okay. Abhay Prabhuji, you want any points here?
Yeah,
Abhay.
so Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, so the takeaway point for me is here like the path of devotional service is like one is the destination, one is the path. So like the impersonal Brahman, the path is very difficult and it is not for the grihastha. Like those who are sannyasi, they can have a shot on it, but being in the
No. That's say again what you said.
so like who are sannyasis, they can it's possible for them to do it, but devotional service is more suit to us because we have to take care of the family life also, and the path is also very is full of love and affection, and so that's the difference I understand.
No. I think there's a misunderstanding. But anyway, just hold on. Thank you. Bala Prabhuji, want to add any points here?
Yes, Prabhu. Basically, Prabhupada here is explaining that getting to the liberation, to be liberated away from the material existence, that's the one way to do it. But Mayavadis and others are basically looking at the effulgence of the Lord, then try to merge with the Lord that way. But that's more difficult than going through the liberation. And in liberated state, when you were liberated away from all the material existence, then it's easier to do it, easier to merge with the Supreme Personality Godhead.
Okay. Naila Mataji.
Good, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Let's go to the Vishakamathi. You want any points here?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, what I understood was that when a devotee understands that the Lord is satisfied with his or her devotional service, he or she merges with the Lord, and that path is not difficult.
Yeah, I think maybe I just wanted to. I see misunderstanding here, a lot of misunderstanding here. So I think if somebody wants to drop off. I just want to give more explanation. I think I see a lot of confused. Krishna, see, impersonal Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. These three, right? So Bhagavan includes these other two, impersonal. Prabhupada gives as a beautiful sun disk, sun rays. So everything origin is sun, right? If sun is not there, there is no sun disk, no sun rays. That means sun is a person. From person, the effulgence comes, and also the localized version comes. So person who is taking only his effulgence is not completely realizing God. Person who takes only disk is not completely satisfied. Why? Because we want to meet with person sun and do service to him. If you take the effulgence, what kind of service you do to the light? Light is a lump, just rays. Localized Paramatma is a very mini version. You want to go to Bhagavan and serve him directly. That is Vaishnavism. Vaishnavism means, Vaishnavas means Dvaita philosophy. See, this impersonal means Advaita philosophy, Shankaracharya. Advaita philosophy means God and I are one. I want to merge him. We don't like merging. We still maintain our individuality, Atma and Paramatma, Anu and Vibhu. We are qualitatively same, quantitatively different. Even if you go to spiritual world, we still maintain our identity as a servant of the servant of the servant. Merging means you just merge, you lose your identity. We don't do that. We still maintain our identity. Is a Vibhu, I am Anu. And that's why you develop a relationship. Okay, I am X and Y in the spiritual world. You go with that relationship, you serve Krishna in the spiritual world. There's a liberation. Okay? Yeah. It's not sannyasis would go this, no. That's not right. Or grihasthas, no. Everybody has to attain for the Dvaita philosophy. God and I are different. I have to find my relationship and go back to God with that relationship. And Mayavadis are completely, Mayavadis and these yogis are completely out of the bat. Okay? Yeah. That much I'll explain now. Okay?
Yeah, Prabhuji, tomorrow we'll take up my question, sir, because today it is already
Oh,
late.
you put a question?
No. I'm just going to ask. Tomorrow we'll discuss this. First is, in the translation, it was mentioned, right? Pachetas wanted to satisfy the Lord, right?
Yes.
So my question is, we cannot see Lord face to face, right? But how do we think that Lord is getting satisfied with our bhakti, right? That is first question.
Very good
Second question, Prabhuji. Here, Prachetas, they have seen Lord face to face. Then why they are aspiring for Brahma effulgence, right? They should basically not even aspire for anything. They should only do devotional service, right? That is second question. We'll discuss tomorrow.
Okay, sure. Definitely. Thank you, Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.